Welcome to Better with Brii Renee, the podcast where we get real, get honest, and get better, one conversation at a time. Here we talk all things family, faith, finances, and everything that just feels good to the soul. This is your safe space to grow, to heal, and to elevate. Because better isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. So whether you're working on your mindset, your money, or your relationships, you're in the right place. So let's keep it real, keep it light, and most importantly, keep getting better. Because better starts with you, starts with us. It starts with Better with Brii Renee. Welcome back to another episode of Better with Brii Renee. This is the podcast where we grow better together, one conversation at a time. And you already know, I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. I just appreciate how we're growing throughout this community. And we're never missing a Wednesday to be better, okay? Because we're getting better and better together in every day in every way. And you already know with that comes a better perspective. So let's get into this week's better perspective. This week's better perspective, I want to remind you something that I had to remind myself. You guys, don't be afraid to advocate for yourself in the smallest ways. I think it will spill over into the bigger ways if you do it in the smaller ways. So I recently started speaking up for myself in every single way. I'll give you an example. I was at the nail shop and actually getting this color. And even though it just looked like blue, I had a specific blue. I don't know why it was random. I dreamed that my nails were blue. And I was like, I want to go get that blue. So even though I didn't have anything to pinpoint it, like my nails were blue in my dream and I was getting that exact blue that was in my dream. When I got there, I was like, I want blue. And I tried to pick out some and I'm like, that's not it. That's not it. I don't like that one. So to the nail tech, she probably like thinking I'm being difficult. But at the end of the day, I was polite about it and I'm paying for it. So I want what I want because this is what I envision for myself. And it took, I think she got a little frustrated and she went and got another male nail tech. And he was like, can you pull up a picture? So I'm looking for pictures. And she wasn't trying to help. So then he was like, let me help you. So he went and found like 3 different ones until we found the exact blue that was in my nails. Now it might've been so small to them, like, oh, it's just a different shade, or one's just a little bit darker, one's just a little bit lighter. Cause at first I let her put one on, like they tried to do one nail and it was darker than what I wanted. I was like, no, that's not it. Take that off. This is not it. I want to get the right shade. And she probably was irritated because she wanted to just move on to another customer. But at the end of the day, I'm paying for this service. And whether it is a hairstyle or a nail color or anything, you must advocate for yourself, because at the end of the day, if you don't, who will? And me speaking up for myself in that moment, when I left the nail shop, not only did I feel like, yes, I paid for what I truly wanted, I felt good about how I was politely advocating for myself and how I did not settle for less than what I deserved because of someone else's impatience or someone else's lack of understanding of what I wanted. I'm going to communicate with you what I want and what I need until we get to that point. And I think if we continue to do that, even in the smallest ways of like hairstyles and nail salons and, your food order, then we will get to the point where we are not afraid to do that in bigger spaces. Because I used to be one of those people where it'd be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Or I asked for no cheese, even though I'm supposed to not be eating dairy. I asked for no cheese. They still put cheese on it. So it's no biggie. I'll pick around it. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm paying for it, for one. So I should get exactly what I'm paying for and what I want. And even if you're not paying for it, I deserve it because this is what I am asking for. And it's something so simple. So yes, it might take us a little bit of time to get to the understanding of what I need. Or yes, it might take, a little bit extra time out of your day to help me get to that point. But I feel so much better about how I'm advocating for myself. And I want to encourage you to do the same. I'm no longer settling for, semi of what I want, or especially when, like I said, I'm paying for it. I don't care. I'm getting everything I deserve out of life when it comes to relationships, friendships, business deals, hair designs, nail designs. I want it all, and you should too. And we should all be courageous enough to stand up for it because we deserve it. Now let's get into this week's episode. All right, our guest today is a 7-figure entrepreneur from Chicago who built a multi-million-dollar empire by mastering business credit, funding strategies, and digital marketing. He mentors thousands of entrepreneurs on how to turn credit into cash flow using other people's money, OPM, and scale businesses with smart funding. Get ready to get your mind right and your money right today. So please welcome Mr. Kenneth, Smitty the Goat.
Yeah.
Smitty the Goat Smith.
Yeah.
I'm like the Smitty the Smith. No, but what's up, Smitty? Do you prefer Kenny or?
Most people know me by Smitty now, so I'm getting used to it. But people personally know me as Kenny.
Okay, well, Smitty, thank you so much for coming to Better with Brii Renee. I'm excited to have you here.
I appreciate it.
You know, we had actually had a debate on one of your posts.
Yeah.
This was probably like a couple of months ago. And I was like, come on a podcast. Let's talk about it on the podcast. So you actually pulled up, and I'm really excited to get into that. Yeah. But before we get into that, you know, everybody always talks about like how on this journey of getting to where you want to go, whether it's entrepreneurship and artist, building a career, you always got to leave, or even evolving spiritually. You got to leave some people behind. Everybody can't go with you. What does that look like to you? And have you ever experienced a moment where you had to leave people behind?
Yeah, man. I can tell you about the story about the first person that I had to leave behind. And it's unfortunate now, but it is just the truth. So the girl I was with at the time of me starting my transition into learning about business, learning about investing, learning about credit, learning about all the things that I've been able to build now. I was like with her, and we were living a certain lifestyle. So we were just doing whatever we wanted to do. We wasn't smart with money. We was being dumb with money. We wasn't where we wanted to be in life either. So we was going, you know, on vacation still. Ray ain't got it, but we still doing it. Trying to go on dates all the time, going outside, drinking at the club and all these different things, spending money. But I had a transition period to where I learned some skill sets from my friend, and then I wanted to deep dive into it, and I learned something that really worked for me that I knew that I was about to build something big. So I was deep diving into that. So now I'm up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, watching YouTube, watching courses and mentorships and programs, and I'm on Zoom calls, and I'm learning, and I'm up all night trying to work, and then we kind of clashed a lot. So she wanted to still be going outside to the club and stuff. I'm like, no, we got to stop. She wants to still go on vacation stuff. I want to go. No, we can't do that right now. I'm probably not being the best partner either, because I'm not going to sleep with you either. I'm falling asleep outside with all these papers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was making a big transition in my life to what I wanted to do better for myself. I wanted to grow, and she just would not get it. She was in my ear nagging and arguing, and we fighting, and we like, I want to do this. And I'm like, we're not doing that right now. So like, we just kept clashing. And my mindset had got so strong and locked in that like I was like, you're gonna be the first one to go.
You told her that?
Yeah, because I warned her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't want that to be the case, but the way that you're moving, I can't go on my journey. Like, this is the distraction. It's like it's deterring me it's gonna deter me from my journey, and it's not gonna be able to go where I need to go. So if that continues, it's gonna be a situation to where you're gonna have to go. And the first person that had to go on my journey was her. When
you gave her that warning, did you try to like, or was she even open to coming along that journey with you? Like, was she never not trying to learn or scale back? Or
I just don't think she understood it. It's like when you're not in this making money world and investing world and understanding what's going on that side, like you be in this bubble, man. This bubble, like you just stuck with understanding and getting a comprehension of what's going on in that bubble. And that bubble of you just comfortable just going to work, watching TV, going to go spend all your money on dumb stuff that you're not, being smart with. And it's like, once you're in that bubble for so long, you're just so comfortable in it. It feels weird when something different is happening, when you can't do those type of things, or now it's uncomfortable to where you got to change things you've been doing for so long. And I don't think she got it quick enough. You know what I mean? It just was taking her too long to understand what was happening. And I knew what was happening. I knew I was finna build what I was finna build once I started learning certain things and started talking to the right people and started learning. So as much as I did, I'm like, oh shoot, if I just lock in and I stay a course to this was finna make me like go. I didn't think it was gonna get big to where I got it now, but I know it's gonna be big. And I just knew it. And I was just like, man, she just don't get it. She literally didn't get it.
Did she ever come back around like after the success and be like, he was right, or I see now what you was trying to do, or I regret not going on that journey with you?
I don't think there was a conversation, but it been some jokes. to be like some jokes to be like, dang,
Like,
now
damn,
you want to build all that. You know what I mean?
But it's like I was trying to build it with you. You just
know what I
wasn't
mean?
catching on.
Cool thing is though, I did leave her in a good spot though. Like I got her credit together. You know, I put her in a position to get approved for a property and things like that. She had got a new car, no money down, and all these different things. And I'm just like, I know you see what was happening, but you just not ready. And I don't have time to wait for you to get ready.
Yeah.
This journey is about to start transitioning fast, and I need to go with what I need to go. And I don't need nobody in my ear messing up what I got going on because I just don't got time for that. You know
what was that moment? Obviously, it didn't happen with her as well, but what happened in your life prior to that shift? Like, what made you be like, something got to change?
Yeah, so my friend had started this business world first, you know what I mean? And he had started getting into like real estate and just building his foundation, setting his LLCs up and just learning about business and money and investing. And what he did was he separated himself from the crew. So the crew was with the girls. We want to be outside. We playing video games. We going to clubs. We want to try to go to Miami. We want to do all these different things. And he was with us for years doing this. And then all of a sudden he just stopped. He like, no, I'm not kicking with the girls no more. I ain't going on vacation no more. Y'all keep trying to go to the mall to get outfits and stuff. No, I'm saving my money. I'm learning over here. I got a mentor and a coach teaching me some stuff. I just want to lock in on that. I don't want to do that. We thought he was acting weird. We was like, bro, you ain't want to go outside. What's going on? Something happening?
You switching up?
Yeah, you know, that type of talk. And usually it's the opposite way, but in this case, he was doing like what's called like a lock-in season. It's like, ain't no outside, ain't no spending money, ain't no, I'm just investing, I'm just learning, I'm just growing, I'm just doing in my lock-in season. And we wasn't listening at first. You know, he was trying to tell us, bro, y'all need to come do this, y'all need to come do this. None of us was listening until one time I was trying to save up, I think like $20,000 to $40,000. And in around like a 2-year span, I was still not able to save it. So I'm like, all right, man, I got to find a different way. He comes out and say, man, yeah, I got approved for 2 credit cards for $50,000, $25,000. I got $50,000 in one day. I'm like, all right, hold on. You know what I mean?
I've been trying to do this for 2 years. Yeah. You did it in a day.
Yeah, so that's what sparked my mind to be like, okay, I've been doing this all wrong. I'm tripping still, being comfortable doing all this dumb stuff I've been doing. Why? He just sat down and learned and did these things, and look what just happened out of that. So I ain't that slow. Now, when he showed me that, now I'm intrigued. Now you got my attention. Now I'm coming to your house every day to see what you was doing. You know what I mean? And then when he started sitting me down and showed me what was going on, I'm like, wow, this is powerful. And I did my own lock-in season. So then 6 to 8 months straight, man, up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, no outside, no spending money. You know what I mean? I don't want to do nothing that you said you want to do either. I want to do none of that. I want to do this. And man, that's when that whole thing sparked. You know what I mean? Me just deep diving into information and learning like crazy.
And they say that like 6 months could set you ahead a year, 2 years, and that, like you said, it really was the foundation that built. And how long have you been running off of that knowledge that you gained for 6 months? How long you been in the business now?
Yeah, so I think I'm four years in, about to go on 5 years.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all scared to lock in, you better lock in.
Facts.
It's the year. You need to go ahead and lock in for the next 6, 7, 8 months.
Yeah.
When or what was that moment for you while you were doing that lock-in, or was it after where you were like, hold on, I could teach this to other people?
Yeah, so it was about like 2 years in, I believe. Like 2 years in, it had got to a point to where when I was posting results or I was posting the things that was transpiring in my life that were like my credit score, it was like I'm from Chicago, so 9 times out of 10, nobody never seen nobody had no 750 credit score. So when I'm posting those type of things, they like, oh shoot, that
you scamming.
They like, man, nah, they like, man, that man Smitty got 750 credit score. That's real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it was intriguing everybody, and it was sparking a lot of commotion on the internet to my city and the people around me and stuff. So like, it started to spark from there. And then
wait, were you in Chicago still at this time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
you still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still there. And then now people were asking me for advice and how I did it. And then at first I was helping people like for free. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna get on the call with me real quick. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. And I found myself some days doing this stuff for like 6 hours. And I'm like, whoa, no. I ain't even get my own stuff done the day I'm supposed to be doing. I'm over here helping y'all doing stuff and y'all happy and stuff, and that's cool, but I just wasted my whole day. So it's starting to be consistent to be helping people for so long and so many days for free that it changes to be like, I can't keep doing this. I literally can't. Or I'm not gonna be able to focus on the stuff I'm supposed to be focusing on to build my own stuff. So I had to turn it into, well, this is gonna have to make sense to y'all. I gotta charge. It's too many of y'all steady coming up to me, and it's being too frequent to where I can't even handle helping y'all for free if I wanted to. You know, maybe too many people just. So I had to turn it into a consulting fee. I had to turn it into helping other people. And the first thing I started was helping people clean their credit up, because that's the number one thing that people didn't know how to do, but that they needed.
Right.
And it just, I learned the skill set. I learned how to use the softwares. I learned how to use the tactics. I learned the laws. I learned everything that I need to learn about it. So I just started doing for other people. And I started that business, and it became successful right away. So
how do you learn how to price that? Because I feel like a lot of people, not even just in the financial space, but people have great skills, like you said, and they might be so good at it that they naturally will help everybody around them, but they don't know, and they in the same space, like they draining themselves out doing it, and they like, I should be charging, but I don't even know how to charge for this. How did you, what does that model look like? Yeah,
so every time I don't know something, I just find a who. So you can't do what you don't know. It's impossible. If you knew what to do, you'd already be doing it. So I understood that I needed to get a mentor to teach me and tell me what to do, how to do it, how to structure it, how to price it. So I learned that from my mentor. You know what I mean? Anything I leaned on that what I was doing and setting up was because of me paying for mentorship and learning frameworks and models and things and replicating things that they told me to do. And I implemented what they told me to do. So your ideal thing to do is go get some coaching. The coaching will give you better ideas of what to do and how to do it. And then you can be able to, you know, tweak things or fine tune things how you want to, but you'll get a good idea, a base place where to start.
Yeah. And somebody else can give you a better perspective of it than you seeing yourself. Cause you don't, sometimes we underprice ourselves, and then some people we be so like, nah, you think I need 10,000? Like, nah, you ain't there yet. You ain't got the social proof to charge that. Yeah, so it's good. I like that. It's good to get an outside opinion. What do you feel like is after dealing with, you know, obviously people in our community? I'm assuming most of your clientele is Black people, especially, you know, coming from inner coming from inner cities like Chicago, and even I'm from Atlanta. You know, we see our culture, we're not taught financial literacy skills growing up. We don't know these things. A lot of our parents didn't know these things. What do you feel like is the most underrated financial skill that everyone in our community should master, and why? Yeah.
So I'll ask you a question first. What is the maximum amount of money you can give in the banks, Brii?
What's the maximum amount of money you can give in the bank?
Is it 100,000, 500,000, $1 million, 10 million?
Me personally, or anybody?
Anybody. What's the maximum amount of money you can go to the bank and get as anybody?
I think you can get a couple million.
Couple million. Would you like 5, 10? How much you think?
I would say like 5 or 10.
Like 5 or 10?
Well, I think it depends on your credit and history.
If it's excellent.
I don't know, because I got excellent credit. How much money I could get?
I'm asking, what's your final answer? We gotta get your final answer first.
I would think I could get $5 million.
About $5 million.
I'm thinking. That's my guess.
Okay, cool.
I got an 800 credit score.
Amazing. And we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna help you.
How much money can I get? Because I might be leaving. I know I'm leaving something on the table.
So there is no max to how much money you can give in the banks.
Okay. I'm like, because I think it's subjective about a lot of different factors, right?
It's no max. So it's unlimited. So this is what's crazy though. Why do everybody else focus on everything else when this is the number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money?
Why do everybody else focus on what?
Why do people focus on everything else when this is the number one thing that can get you access to unlimited amount of money?
The number one thing is credit.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. So you're saying that that's the one thing that we should have been, but you know what?
That's the number one thing people should be focused on.
I'm so grateful. Again, I have said this a million times, even when we had the episode with Ash Cash, that I'm grateful for my mother, because she didn't tell it to me like that, but she always made sure, like I had an American Express at 16. Like she was telling me like,
set you up for success.
She did. Like your credit is your street cred.
Yeah. And my mama put bills in my name. Sorry, Mom. But my mom put bills in my name.
People
and
do.
I had bad credit when I first started. And I started off in the 400s and I had to build myself up to 800s.
Yes. But even with somebody who, again, you only know what you only know.
100%.
Somebody who I was taught, I've always had excellent credit, pay my bills on time, keep your credit in great standing. But I still don't know all the ways I could be leveraging my credit.
That's the next tier that everybody, most people don't know. Even when they do got good credit, I ask them, well, how do you leverage it to use it to make you money? Mm-hmm. Then everybody gets stuck. But
I'm just funding my dreams.
Yeah,
losing my
you know what I mean? But shout out to your mom, man. She set you up for success, you know. Yeah. And then when you do get the education of what to do and how to do it, you already in position. Everybody else got to start from ground zero and work, clean it up, then build it, then get a good score, and then get into that phase. You already ahead of the game, can just start making moves right away. way. So shout out to mom for that.
For sure. Shout out there. So the first step is to get your credit in order.
The first thing is to master the credit game, because when you master the credit game, you don't have a money problem no more. Most people in this position, most people in life right now have a money problem. They can't do things and make moves and can't grow and can't invest and can't start big things because they have a money problem. They don't got no money.
But do you feel, and maybe that's because I've been using my credit incorrectly. I could have been using my credit incorrectly. I do not know.
Okay.
I'm not a credit guru.
Yeah.
But at some point now, I feel like I don't want any debt. I feel like I have been a slave
Brii.
to the debt. I'm tired of owing somebody
Brii.
every month. Is that right or wrong? I'm tired of living. I'm tired of having to pay somebody. I want my money to me, and I understand that your money ain't gonna make you no more money sitting in the bank. So I'm not saying it gotta just sit there, but I would like to use it to grow instead of paying back what I owe.
Okay, gotcha. So this is what you gotta think about. What do you think the people who own skyscrapers and hotels and all these different things that generates them so much money a year do? Think they use their own money to be able to afford those things to make them a lot of money?
You're right, they in debt. So we can't be afraid of the debt.
Can't be afraid of that.
I don't like owe no. That's a black people thing. I don't want to owe nobody. I don't want nobody checking for me. I don't want
All you got to do is learn how to use debt. So it's two things. It's called good debt and it's called bad debt. You cannot go use the credit stuff to go get your purse and your hair done, ladies, eyelashes and No, bad debt. You don't make no money off of that. We can't go leverage our credit to be in debt, because that's why our grandmas and moms told, don't be using those credit cards, you're gonna go in debt. Yeah, if you use it in the wrong way, then when it's considered bad debt, then no, we can't do that. What you need to understand how to do is leverage what's called good debt. Good debt is going to buy hotels, going to invest into storage facilities, going to invest into real estate, but you're gonna go in debt. You can't afford to depend out of your pocket to be able to acquire these businesses, to start them, to be able to build your cash flow up so much that you make it $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month, $300,000 a month. You cannot sustain being able to invest that money out of pocket to be able to afford that. So you're going to have to use other people's money to do that. And the only way to use other people's money is to go in debt. So the thing what you got to do is learn how to use it. Don't be afraid of it, but just learn the game of how to use it. And once you do that, this is when your life and your money go.
Okay, that's what I'm focused on this year. I'm going to learn how to.
There you go. There we go, Brii Money. Let's get it
properly. And so you're an educator in this space, right?
Yes.
Of the financial space. You've spoken about your past feelings of betrayal by fake mentors and shaping how that has shaped your path. How can someone who's out there who's looking to learn and grow identify someone who's real and fake in this space of guidance and versus being scammed?
Got you. So I've spent over $350,000 on mentorship and masterminds and courses and coaching consulting now. So what I would say is all of them were not good coaches and mentors. All right. But this is the problem I'm seeing in the marketplace. They get one little bad run in with somebody and they feel like, oh, these people are scams. This don't work. Well, if you had a bad boyfriend and he cheated on you, does that mean you don't ever date again? No, it don't mean that. That just wasn't the right person for you. It just didn't work out. What are you going to do? You're going to date again. You're going to find someone you like and you're going to mesh and y'all going to, do your thing. So I think that's the same mindset we got to have when it comes to these mentors and coaches. You're not going to find the Michael Jordan or Beyonce every single time you spend money on somebody. Everybody got their own strategies. Everybody got their own takes and things, how they do things. So you just got to take what works for you and what you've learned and try to make whatever work. But truthfully, you just got to keep going. All right. But how do we decipher the people who are not doing what they say they're doing, or some cap stuff, or they fake acting like they're doing what they're doing, or they might be in a scamming type of manner? This is what I say to Doc. I do a good job at understanding who's doing something for real and who's not, but other people are not. So what I would say for people to look for is, one thing you can look for is testimonials. So not just screenshots, not just people saying I helped this person do X, Y, and Z, but I do things on my page on purpose. So this is what I do on purpose. If I help Brii make $100,000, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna have a video of my student logging into their bank account and say what you made this month, and I'm gonna tag that person. So if you go click on her page, you can go message her and say, hey, Smitty, this guy Smitty said that he helped you make an extra $100,000 this month. How did that go? And you have a conversation with them. Don't even talk to me. I don't want to say it, because coming from me, I can just say yes. Go talk to the person who I've helped and they had a special conversation with that person, and then make your decision off that. That's one way. Talk to the people who people have helped personally. That's one way I like to do it. Also, when people are saying they are doing things, It's easy to cap certain things, but it's some things you just can't cap, right? So me investing into a storage facility. So I just bought a storage facility, right? It has my name on it. And then you can Google it and you can pull up to my storage facility. You know what I'm saying?
That,
you know what I mean? It's like, I can't cap that I just bought this, that I was able to afford this, that I have used the strategies that I'm telling you that you should be able to use to acquire this. I cannot cap that. How could I cap that? It's got my name on it. It's a brick and mortar physical business. You could drive up to it, Google it, and then go in and purchase a unit right now if you wanted to. And if I just said it, or I just screenshotted something and then it's like, you can't Google it, I can't walk up to it. It's like, it could be flabbergasted. So it's just certain things you cannot cap. Even when I say my revenue marks, because I do a lot of proof marketing. That means like, hey, I made $300,000-$400,000.
I feel like that's the major marketing tool with a lot of course teachers and like, hey, I made this much money and I can show you how to, I'm a screenshot what I got in my account. But it's like, that could be your whole life savings.
Now look though, this is how you diversify it. So this is what I do differently to like, people have to separate. You got to honor what I'm going to do because you can't cap this. Okay, I'm going to go live on Instagram. I'm going to log into my bank account and then I'm going to show you what happened in the last 30 days. I cannot cap me logging onto my bank account. Right, this is Chase
or True is
with my business name, I just logged in and then I'm gonna show you the date.
Right.
I do specific things on purpose for people to confirm that it's real. You cannot cap with it. Now, if I put a screenshot up, it ain't no dates, it ain't no business name. You can easily look at that and be like, hey, I don't believe that. I would never believe that without no dates, without no name, and without no video you logging in and refreshing the screen while we can see you refreshing, not you said you refreshed it. No, like it's certain things you can't cap. You know what I mean? Like, you can't cap that.
Yeah.
So if you want to pull somebody's card, that's the type of stuff you do. Let's go live together. And then you said you made this amount of money. Okay, turn your screen around, log in, and then show me now.
That's good, because I have been one of the people where I think everybody needs a mentor,
100%.
But I have not had one. And in the I've never had a mentor I've had a mentor in my acting and radio. You know, I started in the acting and radio space, of course. I've had mentors and teachers in that space. But in financial business, I have not had, other than my mom, who's a very successful businesswoman, but I have not had a paid mentor in that space because I be feeling like a lot of people be lying. So now I know how I can be. And I feel like if as a mentor or teacher are asking me to pay you, you know, some of these, like, I think they call them masterminds and stuff, be thousands of dollars. Yes. So it's like, you want me to give you thousands of dollars, you got to show me that it worked. So I feel like, it's not only for me, but anybody else out there, you should advocate for yourself in asking for these things of social proof. Because if you can't give me that, then why would I give you a couple $1,000s?
Yeah. So masterminds are expensive. Mine's $25,000, my one-on-one $100,000.
You hear that? So I was like, you better put up them credit. I need to know what you did from January 1st to February 1st of 2026 before I give you $100,000 of my money. And then once you show me, okay, you got 3 people that gave you $100,000.
100%.
I'm going to talk to those 3 people.
100%. And I'll give you their number.
Okay, aside from having that amount of money, right?
Yeah.
Because most people who need the mentorship don't have $100,000 to give to somebody.
Yeah.
But aside from having that amount of money, how does someone know when it's time for them to get a mentor or a coach?
The time is now. I don't care what position you're in life. If it's low, medium, high, great, bad, sideways, it don't matter. You need a mentor for every stage of your life or what you're in. So you need to start now. Just whatever you don't know is killing you right now. Whoever it is in whatever position. What you don't know right now is killing you.
You're right.
Slowly too. And you don't even know it because you don't know it, if that makes sense. You don't even know because you don't know, right? So I think start now. It's just what level you at though. You know what I mean? You got to figure out. This is the problem when it comes to this mentorship stuff too. You have to understand what you want. This is the problem I'm seeing. People will see me on the internet. They see, $1 million house, Lambo. Oh, you make millions of dollars. I want him to be my mentor. Okay, wait though, because just because I'm a multi-millionaire, yes, I get it. And an 8-figure earner. We said 7-figure earner earlier.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I had to check. That just came on my mind.
I know, I ain't counting your pocket.
It's okay. We had to correct that. But you need to understand what you truly desirably want to learn specifically, because you cannot come to me and want to learn a specific thing. I don't teach that. So somebody be like, I see you got commercial real estate, man. I'm trying to learn that game. You touch the fun and stuff. So my goal is to get some commercial real estate and be a millionaire in real estate. I don't teach
You're not
that.
a real estate person.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't teach that. Don't come to me
Copy.
for that. And don't come in my mentorship expecting me to think that I'm going to teach you that stuff and be like, oh, he gatekeeping, man. He ain't even give
Or
us
he didn't teach me. I didn't learn nothing from him. Well, that's because you came to a math class expecting to learn science.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a big thing. So y'all got to get clarity on what do you truly want to learn and go to an expert specifically in that field of thing you want to learn. If you want to be a millionaire in real estate, do not go to a millionaire. You got to go to a person that teach you how to become a millionaire in real estate specifically and got the big real estate portfolio that wants to teach you how to do it.
And I feel like we have to, this is me speaking too, we have to find people who are, like you said, the middle, like you said, everybody's at different levels. And I just in the Atlanta space, around from the CEOs and all these mastermind teachers, I feel like all y'all expensive as hell.
Yes.
So how does somebody who's at that basic level get that information that they need to even get to the next level to be able to even afford y'all? Because there's nobody teaching them
for sure. So at
the basic level.
Yeah, we got tiers for everything though. So
okay,
I have a $49 a month group. I have a little ebook. You can start with those. Got little courses. I got hundreds of videos on YouTube. I got hundreds of videos on Instagram. I got hundreds of videos on TikTok. All these things you can consume and start with, and then you just go up the ladder as you go.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense. Back to leveraging our credit as a wealth building tool, right? And you talk about that not just as something to manage, but what is the biggest misconception you feel like we have about credit that's holding us back?
Yeah, so it's two of them. First, that you cannot clean it because you owe student so much money on things. So like somebody like, oh, 100,000 student loans, I ain't gonna never be able to. That don't matter. You can get all those things removed. Even if you owe a company $1 million, it doesn't matter. You still can get it removed.
Because they be getting it. You know who be getting it removed.
You know, but people think that you can't get it removed because of the amount of money you owe. That's not the rate. The way we get things removed off a credit report is based upon how it's reporting, not the fact that you owe the money. Okay. So you can be able to remove the things, anything. It don't matter what it is. Bankruptcy, it don't matter what it is. You can get it removed. Somebody gonna ask, well, can you do? Yes, it don't matter what it is. You can get it removed. That's the first thing. Second thing is people think just because you got a 750 credit score or 800 credit score, you can go do whatever you want and get approved for whatever you want. False. You can have a 750 credit score and still get declined. You can have a 750 credit score and still get a low limit. Them 500 limits y'all be seeing, 1,000 limits. Like, I can't get to 25,000 like them big people. $50,000 limits like them big people.
Cause I be wondering why I got a few American Expresses, but like you said, some of them limits are higher than others. I got like two that it says I don't have a limit, but it's like you have preset. I don't have a preset limit, but it'll be like, check to see if you could use this much. Gotcha. I'm like, well, I thought I ain't had no limit. So what am I checking? So they got it. I'm telling you all these little tricks to the trick. Yeah. It be like running this number by if you want to know if it'll go through. Like, what? Yeah.
I can explain it to you. So what you got right there is called a no preset limit charge card, meaning it can grow your limit over time as more money you spend on it. That's called a charge card. You got to pay that back every 30 days. We have revolving credit cards. That's if I got a $25,000 limit. I can spend the whole amount of that limit that I got approved for, and I don't got to pay it back in 30 days. I only got to pay back $50 a month or $100 a month.
Yeah, I got both. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the charge card.
I just didn't know the difference between like why.
No preset limit means you have to spend more money to get access to more money limit.
And I think that the longer you have a relationship with that card, I think that's it too, because the one that I have that doesn't have a preset limit, it will let me roll that shit over. It's gonna charge me interest though.
100%.
Yeah. That I don't that, and you be like, well damn, like, and I use this, and this is not an ad, but y'all need to do pay me because I do talk about y'all all the time. But Rocket Money.
Okay.
I use Rocket Money and it tells me, I need that link. Okay. But it tells me how much interest that I've spent, or how much money I've spent in interest. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the whole goddamn bill. I could have been paid it all. Like, so interest is, that's a whole nother thing.
That's why we go get 0% interest business credit cards that give us 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. We don't go get credit cards that's gonna give us interest right away. But we gonna put you on.
Okay, let's go into the business credit. Because I do have and mine is not 0% interest, so I need to figure that out. Because I got a American Express business and I'm paying interest on that. Walk us through the difference between consumer credit and business credit.
Yeah. So 2 separate things. You got your personal credit and you got your business credit. Your business credit is your corporate credit that's attached to your EIN and your LLC. And it's 2 different things and verbiages that we need to understand when it comes to this side too, because so many people keep getting confused. All right, it's business credit and it's business funding.
Yeah, it's complete. I don't have business funding.
2 different things. So business credit is when you build your EIN only, LLC only, corporate credit score.
Right.
Right? That means you're only putting things in your business name and building up your business credit.
Okay.
Business funding is this. I can go to Chase right now and get a business credit card for $25,000, but leveraging how good my personal credit is and a personal guarantor and give me the approval in my business name that I got business funding. I don't need no built business credit to be able to acquire that business funding card.
Which one is better? Or is it a better?
So there is kind of like no better, but it's one that takes longer and there's one that takes a faster route. So the fastest route is going to be you leveraging your personal credit to get the approval. So right now, when you got a business credit card, they pulled your personal credit to give you the approval.
Okay.
But it's in your business name. You still got a business credit card, but you didn't use your business credit to get the approval. You ain't built your.
I didn't have it yet.
You did. So you use your personal credit as a personal guarantor to get it now.
Right.
If you were to try to build your business credit, it would take you a year and a half to build your business credit to even think about trying to get some approvals in your business name only, nothing to do with the personal.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
yes, because I do remember this process. You're right. So now that I have had a business credit for a while, business credit card for a while,
there you go.
I have been using that to build my business credit.
No. Most of them don't report to the business credit reporting agencies.
Well, what? Am I using it?
This is weird. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the rare. Y'all need to figure out why y'all did this in life. I don't know. So some of the business credit cards don't report to the business reporting agencies for you to build your business credit with certain credit cards. It depends on what card you got. Some report, some don't. So it's literally because you personally guarantor it. You really personally guarantored it. Remember, you just got the approval based off how good your personal credit is, not your business credit. So
if I default.
Oh, it's going to default on your personal credit report.
Oh, damn. All right.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a little loophole.
No.
But how do you feel like someone shifting their mindset between personal or consumer credit to business credit can like change their trajectory and financial success?
Got you. So once you start getting real good at this stuff, you start learning, I don't need my personal side for nothing else no more in life. I only want to use my business side, because when we start investing, right? If you got a $25,000 credit card on your personal side and you use all of it, what happened, Brie?
I got to pay that back.
You got to pay it back, and your utilization is
go
too
up.
high.
Yeah.
And then what happens when your utilization go all the way up?
You can't get nothing else because they say, your credit drop. You ain't,
There you go. So it's not smart to use our personal side to invest the money. Now our personal credit got great.
And then if something flop, that's on your.
For sure. So our personal credit got excellent. So now Brie got 800 credit score, right? And we're using our personal credit to get the business credit card approvals. Well, let me use the business money and business name only to do all the investing, because I don't get penalized for how much utilization that I'm using on the business side. I can use my $25,000 credit card and pay my $100 a month balance, amount that I got to pay back. And then what? I don't have to tank my personal credit score while doing it. So now I keep my good credit score, and I get to leverage the money to invest it. And I can keep getting access to money whenever I want because I got a good personal credit score. So we start shifting all our focus to get everything in a business name, so we can leave the personal side perfect and keep leveraging it over time to get whatever we need and want.
Okay. Well, this is a good game, y'all. I hope y'all got y'all pen and paper, because even I'm learning some stuff. Looking for the perfect space to bring your vision to life? Welcome to Visionaire Production Studios, where creativity meets capability. With over 10 dynamic sets, including a fully equipped kitchen set, we're built for creators, brands, and dreamers who don't just want content, they want cinema. Whether you're shooting a podcast, cooking show, campaign, or content series, we've got the space and the team to help you make magic and bring any vision to life. If you can see it, we can help you shoot it. Let's turn your vision into production at Visionaire Production Studios. Now, most people think credit only when they need a loan, but you teach people to turn credit into cash flow.
Yes.
How does that work, and what are some of the risks that listeners need to understand? Because with anything, there's good and bad or risk involved.
100%. First off, everything's a risk. You living life is a risk. You can go and drive a car and take a semi-truck and smash, risk. Starting a business, risk. Using your credit, risky. You know what I mean? It's always a risk, but no risk, no reward too. We know that, right? So I think that we can you just have a tolerance. You know what I mean? And you have to have, this is what I say too. When you get access to money, the first thing you do is get coaching or mentorship first. You do not go start no business, no investment. You don't go start nothing first. You got access to the money now. Hold your horses. Go get a coach or a mentor to give you the exact blueprint, step by step, piece by piece, line by line of what to do and how to do it first. Then you have a better odds of being successful in starting the thing that you want to start. So you have not saying that you just want to be a millionaire just because you got a mentor or you starting a thing. No, you have a better
But
odds.
you avoiding a lot of mistakes.
You're going to avoid a lot of mistakes, 100,000,000%.
Right.
So you going to start this stuff is kind of risky, like without knowing nothing. You just like, man, I'm about to start this trucking business and I ain't got no mentorship. I just got the money and I know I got to start a business.
I see other people making money in it, so I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah, nah. Go get you some coaching, some blueprints, some outlines, some step-by-step guidance, some coaching, somebody you can ask questions to when you going through the process, and then go start the business of the investment. Is it going to be risky? Yes. It's always going to be risky, no matter what you do. And then I give people this concept too. Somebody like, man, if I go get 100K from the banks and I don't mess up and stuff and I gotta pay the money back, you gotta pay this money back. Duh, you gotta pay the money back, but it's a strategy. I leverage their money to acquire the business. I only gotta pay back small increments and I make cash flow off the money that I use their money for. So when I make $10,000 a month in my real estate business and I only gotta pay back my credit cards $4,000 a month and my mortgages, and I pocket $2,000-3,000 a month net to the cash flow, I didn't use no money out of my pocket though. I still got all my money in my bank account. I use their money to make me money. I think that's more powerful. Keep my money, use their money to make me money. Let's just say it failed. Okay, well then what if you saved up 100K and then you failed with that? Now you back to zero. Now
yeah, it was your 100K. That hurt harder, trust me, I know. Yeah.
Man, I would not do that. You know, I would not rather do that. So, but it's all risky though.
For sure.
Yeah.
For someone listening who has struggled with bad credit or has never even opened up a credit card, what do you feel like is the first steps to rebuilding and leveraging credit responsibly?
Yeah, so they gotta go get they gotta actually look at it. So it's grown people out here, 30 years old. They come talk to me. I like, did you look at your credit report? They like, how? I'm like, ooh.
Or they scared.
They be definitely scared. They be scared to pull the curtain back. They like, I don't wanna. Come on, man, we 30 years old.
Right.
Get your stuff together. Let's look at this stuff. But yeah, they gotta go get their credit report. They got to look at it. Let's see what's wrong with it. Okay, now we discover, hey, you had this light bill, you had this Comcast bill, you had this medical bill. Okay, now we discover what's wrong with it. Let's fix it. All right, so now we start learning tactics of what to do to clean it off. So we got to learn how to dispute. And we cannot just call and say, this wasn't mine, all that stuff.
Because everybody and their mama was saying, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine because my mama put it in my name. We know it when yours. Well, Shirley, it's Shirley's.
Yeah. Or people go on Credit Karma and use a little thing on there like, it's not mine.
Yeah.
You're not going to get no results for it like that. So you start really learning what to do, what to use, what softwares we use. And now we got AI and we got Metro 2 and we leverage those things to be able to clean our credit and dispute things and send disputes in and call and use laws, USC codes and all these different things. But it's just about learning what to do and how to do it. I don't even recommend nobody to go pay nobody else no more, because I truthfully want you to learn the skill set so you can pass it down to your kids, your spouse, your boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, put them on game, what to do, how to do it. Make sure your kids understand what to do, how to do it, so they can put them on early age. So when you don't learn how to do it, then you pass it off to somebody else. You ain't learning. They did it for you. They did everything. You just not got this result. And then you like, okay, well, how you do what they do? Shit, I ain't never did. I don't know. And then your kids asking you, they get 18, Mama, how my credit works? Shit, I don't know.
I don't know. I paid such and such. And then, like you said, if it happened again, you in the same position, you can't even help yourself out 100%. Again. You still got to pay. Yeah, learn how to fish instead of going to buy the fish.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, so you have built a community and a recurring revenue model. Like you were just talking about the different tiers, the mentorship. What are the financial foundations someone needs before they try to scale to, I was going to say 7, but excuse me, 8 figures. Yes, you know what I mean? 100%. Or even they first 6 figures.
Yeah. So you reframe the question for me one time. What's it?
Like, what are some of the financial foundations someone needs before they try to scale their business?
Oh, before they try to scale their business. Okay, you got to start building the right systems and automations and then plugging in the right people. So delegation. You have to stop being in the business and start learning how to work on the business. And in order to do that, you have to build a team of people. So you got to start understanding who's going to play this role so that I don't got to play this role no more. So I can go focus on things to grow the business. I will never be able to focus on things to grow the business if I keep being in the business, in the weeds, doing the things that's what's called minimum wage activities. We cannot continue to keep doing minimum wage activities if you want to do millionaire stuff. So you got to understand, all right, I got to start hiring. I got to start delegating. I got to start putting systems and automations in place so things run on autopilot without a human being there being able to run the machine. And then the next thing you got to learn is marketing. It go God, kids, marketing. If you ain't got no kids, God and marketing. You know what I'm saying? God, wife, marketing. You know what I mean? So marketing is going to be your skill set that you want to master and learn, because marketing can take you a long way faster than any other skill.
I feel like that's in everything, whether you're an influencer, whether you're a podcaster, everything. Whether you're a coach, everything is now marketing. I'm reading, what's the name of the book? it's orange. I've been reading it every other. I forgot it. I'm gonna have to link it below. But what are some of the resources that you have? I'm gonna look it up on Amazon because I bought it on Amazon. What are some of the resources that you've used to help build your skills in marketing? Yeah,
so I go straight to the mentorships and masterminds. I'm the person that go pay 10, 20, 30, 40,000.
You like, I'm paying somebody to teach me. I'm not gonna sit here and read.
Yes. Okay. And I do both though. I read too. I'm not a reader. I never read a book in my life before 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I never finished.
Finish the book.
I never finished the book.
I would say you had to read to get through school.
Yeah, barely. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I hated school. Dropped out. But
This is Marketing. That's the name of the book.
Oh, This is Marketing.
Yeah. By Seth Godin.
Yeah. So this is what I do. I go directly to people who I see that's killing it in marketing.
That's mastering it.
That match that thing so cold that if they told me they tactics, boy, I'm gonna be killing it. If this person made multi-million dollars in his marketing tactics and be able to teach me just 50% of it, I can go implement those this week, next month. He gonna teach me I did this, and this. You know what I'm gonna go do? This, and this. And then I'm gonna keep doing this until it works, because I know that it works. It worked for you. Why it can't work for me? We got the same 24 hours as you got.
Same skills, same resources.
You know what I mean? So once you give me the frameworks and the blueprint of what to do and how to do it, I'm going to execute it. I'm going to go do that stuff by the night. Right. I mean? By tomorrow.
So we can't be afraid to seek that mentorship.
No.
This is for me.
This is for you, for sure.
Because I be like, well, I don't know. I know it's a book I could read. I know it's, but you like to say, that's going to take so much more time.
That take too much more time.
Yeah, you're right.
You could have read the book in about 6 weeks. I could have told you that in 6 hours.
Yeah.
You'd have been on to do it about it the next day.
Damn. You can't be afraid to spend that money on the mentorship and the ebooks and because I'm just like y'all. I be feeling like everything is scamming. Everybody lying. They just want my money so they can say they made some money, and that's it. But we're not gonna have that attitude. Okay, we're not gonna have that attitude. What do you feel like is the biggest financial mistake that entrepreneurs make? And if you could correct it today with one shift, like what would you tell them? Not just regular 9 to 5, but entrepreneurs, because a lot of us are out there trying to build something.
I know exactly what I would say. So many of us start making the money, even if it's 10, 15, 20, 30, 100,000, no matter which level. And then we start making the money, and what we do with the money that we make. This is the problem right here. It either sits or they spend it.
Yeah, our lifestyle increases.
Our lifestyle increase. So we either sit the money, try to save it and feel comfortable, or we spend it. And what that causes is a roller coaster. Make money, going back broke. Make money, going back broke. Make money. Money is supposed to go in an upward slope at all times if you're trying to get rich. If you keep making money, going back broke. Make money, going back broke. Your money going up, you made money, go back. Then you are playing the game wrong. So what you need to do is reinvest back into the business. It is not shake that butt time. Right. It's not time to have fun. It's not time to go on vacation. It's not time to look fly. It's not time to look like you got it on the internet, but you ain't got it in your bank account. It's not time for that. It's time to reinvest back into the business so it can grow. It's time to reinvest back into mentorship so it can grow. It's time to reinvest back into marketing so it can grow. Do all the things with the money that you just made to put it back in the business to make sure things grow. Stop trying to look cool and be cool and get all the things and be the person and all that weird stuff that we so used to seeing and doing. No, be disciplined, reinvest back into the business. That will help you grow. That will get you to the next level. That will scale your business. That will take you to the next level that you've never been before, because you're constantly, committedly being rammering into the business of being better and better and better and better. It has no choice but to grow. But if y'all keep making this money, y'all keep playing around. You want to go on vacation. I want to go to Thailand. I want to go Dubai. Oh, I had fun for 6 days. Now I'm back to reality where I got to go work hard as I am.
And you done spent $10,000 on this trip.
It ain't worth it yet. Wait a year or two. Lock in. I need y'all to lock in for A year, just a year. No vacation, no spending money, no nothing. When that year get done, you're going to be so happy that you can go on vacation to Dubai 3-4 times. And you ain't got to worry about, you know what I mean, the money problem no more because you have been so disciplined and reinvest back to the business. So I say that's like the number one thing I've been seeing people.
Well, that sounds like discipline. And like something you've talked about in a previous podcast was freedom doesn't come without discipline.
100%.
Well, how do you define financial discipline, and why do you think it's often hard for people?
Yeah, so
why do you think it's the hardest part for people?
So first thing, it could be discipline, but also you can be disciplined and still not be making the right moves. So I'd have to say that too, because like you can be making this money and then you can just be saving it. Well, inflation happening, so if you're not investing in it, you're losing it. So then you can be disciplined. I'm saving my money. You can't save your way to being rich. So you're still gonna be trusting. All right, now back on the other one. You said, why can't people be disciplined?
Like the people, like you said, it's one side of people who are being disciplined, but they still not making no money. But the people who can't even get themselves to being disciplined financially, why? Which
is 80% of the world.
Yeah, why?
Why are they in particular? It's so many different ways. There's so many different people that do different things. They got these vices, man. Smoking, drinking. They got the clothes thing, they got the shoe thing, they got the looking good thing, and that stuff costs money, and they want to keep up with the Joneses. I think that's one component of it. One component of it, the people just truly like doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, I just love going on vacation. I get to get free. That's why I hear women say all the time, oh, I just got some space to myself, clear my mind. Well, your mind ain't gonna never get clear. You keep being broke.
You're gonna go back in your mind, right back to
you know what I mean? So I think it's just people being their comfortability and the mindset that they've been in for so long that they stuck in it, and there's nobody in proximity pulling them out of that mind frame to be able to teach them the right way to how to move. I think proximity is a big part of it. So for example, when I was in Chicago, I met 0 millionaires my whole 27 years of living there. Nobody never told me or taught me how to do it the right way. You know what I mean? So I only knew to do it how I did it because I only know what I knew. Soon as I came to Atlanta, I met over 100 millionaires. They move different. They focus on different things. The things they talk about out here is a little bit different. The things that they decide to meet up for is different. What they doing at home is different. What they focusing on is different. Conversations is different. And then that make me kind of like do things differently. You know what I mean?
Your surroundings.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a big help to it. And then people just act like they want this stuff. Yeah. I'm starting to realize people like to talk because it sounds good. But when it comes to actually doing the things that it takes to get to where we need to go, people not willing to do the work and be disciplined. And then doing the work is like being disciplined. So I think it's like money burning a hole in people's pockets. They can't help it but to spend it. Like I be trying to tell people, don't spend money for a year. Don't watch TV for a year. And then it's like so much combativeness. Look, I can't watch TV. No, I can't just go get one outfit. No. And it's like it be burning a hole in their pocket, and I just don't know why. I'm like, bro, I made over 8 figures, and I'm telling you what you should do, and you haven't even made your first 6 figures.
Well, you know why? Because it's a deep bedded in doctrine. Like even as I struggle with this, as I think it's in our culture as a Black people, and it even go down to slavery. I hate to take it back that far, but it does because we're taught that our validation in society is based upon how well you present yourself. So we have been taught as Black people, you got a school recital coming up. You need a new dress. You need your hair done. You need, or such and such. You going to, like, I have literally, in this past few years, I have literally had to condition myself, like, it's my homegirl birthday. I don't need a new outfit. It's not my birthday. It's her birthday. I can wear something in the closet. Like, literally, I literally had this conversation with somebody this week. Like, we all getting ready to go to my homegirl, and she's like, well, what you finna go get? Nothing. It's not my birthday. It's not worth it I'm not paying to get my hair or my makeup done. It's not my event. You know what I mean? But, and even that's just for other people's stuff. So imagine when it's yours, we are conditioned every single birthday, every single event, every single milestone, we need to spend to look like it's something new. But, or even like, we going out on vacation. We spent all this money on a vacation, but now you need new clothes to go on a vacation. Them people on that vacation ain't seen the clothes. So why do you need new clothes? You going to a whole new place. I need to take everything that I own because y'all ain't seen none of it. But why? Because like you said, I got the post on the ground. My fit ain't gonna hit as hard on Instagram if they seen that outfit already. They like, it's just, it's so deeply rooted in our community. And it's like, we have to get away from that.
And you know, all those things you just named, you know what that do?
Keep us broke.
Keep us broke. I can't believe how many people still spend all some people will say, y'all want to pay for these coaches and mentorship to teach y'all some stuff. And,
that you could just Google. Well, you could have just wore them as old outfits too.
You can Google it, but why you ain't Googled it yet and why you ain't did it? That's the first thing. But you would spend all this money on your birthday though. That don't make you no money. You would spend all this money on Christmas for your kids and go broke for your kids, but you won't get rich for your kids. You would spend all this money on doing all this, the females, your hair, makeup. You would spend all that money on them things that don't make you no money. Why wouldn't you go spend the money on the thing that could potentially make you some more money or get you learn skill sets that can make you more money? It's only smarter. I would not spend my money on that stuff. I would go broke on investing to information any day before I go broke on investing to any of this jewelry, clothes, all that weird stuff. That stuff don't make me $1.
Right.
But we do it so funnily and frivolously and easily every single year.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Learn how to fund it, and not because I became an influencer because I felt like my beauty stuff needed to be free. Like I wanted to get free lashes. I wanted to
at least do that.
You get what
at
I'm
least
saying?
do that.
I will post you and promote you.
At least do that.
And even be able to write off my nail. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different ways you gotta. So like you said, we just gotta be smarter about it.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of smart, right? You shared that real estate played a big part in your financial growth. Yep. Now, when someone is thinking about starting in real estate, what do you feel like is a realistic now? Because this is where we defer. Yeah. A realistic first move.
Yeah. So I like the model, and I was talking about with the houses too. I talk about this a lot now because everybody be trying to get.
Because this is where we was going, but we was putting heads on the internet.
Okay, well let's go into that right now then, because let's bump into it right now. Come on.
Yeah. So I feel like everyone should be a homeowner. Yeah. I became a homeowner at the young age of 21. I bought my first house before I graduated college. I also was lucky to buy that house in a market where this is like Obama was the housing market had crashed. I purchased a house for $60,000 in the hood. I lived in that house, paid that house off, and then was able to gain equity as well as leverage that I would have my friends come. I had like 2-3 homegirls that done live with me, pay rent at different points of their life, got they stuff together. We all done started our businesses out of that house. I feel like that house made a lot of people some money. You know what I'm saying? And then during the pandemic, right before the pandemic hit, the fall of 2019, I purchased my townhome, moved into that, but kept that house because it was paid off, had a tenant that allowed not only that I made money off of that house, but it also paid my bills at the house that I was at. And after the pandemic subsided and the market was going back up, I sold that house to another Black woman who became her first time homeowner. So I feel like
it's an amazing story.
And during that 10-year process of me living in that home, I was able to refinance a couple times, pay off debt, pay off cars. So I personally feel like being a homeowner is a great way to build financial stability and wealth.
100%. That was good.
Now tell me your take, because you feel
so
like
good.
What do you feel?
So this is what we got. This is what we got to go at. What's the average income of an American person? Do we need to look it up?
It's probably like 60.
I don't even think it's that.
I don't think it's that either. I think it's like 40, 50.
I would say let's just say 50. Let's say 50.
Yeah.
Average American income is $50,000 a year, right? If you go buy a house, you said you bought yours cash?
No.
Okay.
I had got a mortgage.
Okay, you got a mortgage.
But I did put a big lump sum down.
I'll say this. First off, 90% of people can't afford to do that. That's the first thing.
Oh, and also,
well, no, let me finish. Don't start. Go ahead.
I did get a first time home owner
FHA
incentive from the city of Atlanta.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. So like you have to put 3.5% down.
Yeah, something like that.
That's good. Okay, cool. Average American only make $50,000 a year. 20-something thousand go to taxes. So 30-something thousand. Now they can play with. A mortgage is how much? You cannot get. This is 2025 too. You can't get no house for $60,000. You can't even get no house for $100,000.
Yeah, it's not no more.
It's over. Yeah. It's over. You ain't getting no house.
It's gonna be at least 200.
At least 300 because 200 you about to be. Some bullets finna go through your head. We got kids now. So we can't. You can't say that we finna go in the hood with kids and we
Let's
are who we are.
$300,000.
$300,000 house. How much is a mortgage on $300,000 house?
It's gonna be what, $1,500?
Let's just say $1,500. How much is that a year already?
No, my math is
you
not
already
mathing.
So 10 months, that's 15,000. 12 months, that's probably like 19,000. 20,000 gone out of that 30,000.
Damn.
Already.
So you only had 10,000 left.
Ooh-wee. First off,
that ain't even $1,000 a month.
that's just the beginning, right?
Okay.
Then when you pay a mortgage, 90% of your mortgage payment go to what, Brie?
Is it escrow?
Interest only.
Interest, yeah.
That does not go towards the loan of the house at all. So you got a $1,500 a month mortgage that you pay $1,350 in interest only. Only $200 a month go to your loan that you owe. That's $300,000.
Yeah.
So $300,000 don't never go down, but only $200 a month, right? So you're paying the interest only. By the time you get done paying this house, you pay triple it. It's not. You're not making no money off of this.
But how?
Hold on, wait. Let me explain everything.
Okay.
You're not making no money off of this. You already in a tight bind financially. You're not making no money off of this. You're just spending money, and 90% interest only. It's not going towards your loan or your house. You're building a little bit of equity, but listen to this. You say you're building equity, but how much have you spent in interest by the time equity started building, which is how many years? 3-4 years? Mm-hmm. How much in interest have we paid in 3-4 years and just to the bank?
You done paid probably the price of the loan.
So you mean to tell me you gained some equity, but you spent all this money in interest only, which is, let's just say with $1,500 a month, about $20,000 a year, we're going to say. In 3 years, you spent $60,000 in interest only. You mean to tell me you just bought this house to spend $60,000 over the next 3 years to the bank? Mm-hmm. You didn't make $1 off of it. And you say this is smart. You barely won't have money to be able to afford it. If the thing break, if the furnace break, and you got to spend $5,000 for that AC that just went out because it's hot outside, and you spend $5,000, your life is over. You about to go bankruptcy for an average person. You spend $5,000 on a furnace that breaks the house because you the owner now. You gotta cut the grass now. You gotta pay for landscaping. Mm-hmm. We ain't talked about that yet. You gotta pay for something break down. You gotta pay for that.
Yeah.
You can't afford it. You already about to be paycheck to paycheck. You dead in the water if some $5,000 thing happened because you're an owner now. You're dead in the water, first off. Second off, you ain't making no money. Second off, so why would you go put yourself in this situation where you got to pay the bank all this money extra? Something go wrong. You got to pay it out of pocket because you're the owner. This is a scary sight. You can really mess yourself up. Now, why wouldn't somebody do this? Take the same approval that you got with FHA. In Chicago, we got 3 flats and 4 flats. I mean, you can buy one building, you got 3 or 4 or 5, 3-4 apartments in one building. They don't got that in Atlanta like that. No. So Atlanta, you're going to probably get like a duplex.
At max.
You will get a duplex, meaning you get 2 houses, you let somebody rent it out. They pay you $1,500 a month. Let's just say your mortgage is $1,500 a month. You live in one for free. Now you live mortgage free. So I'm saying, don't go buy no house first.
Don't buy a single family house.
Yes, there you go. Don't buy a single family house.
That's the context. Because I'm like, I went in on this house, y'all. Yes, I was like, why would you tell these people to rent and throw away? Because you know, a mortgage is gonna be cheaper than paying a rent in places. Like you're gonna pay. I don't even know if you can get $1,500 worth of rent in Atlanta anymore for a 1-bedroom. No, you can't. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna pay, let's say a minimum rent of $2,000, average rent is $2,000 for a 2-bedroom in Atlanta. Yeah. You gonna pay that, and I'm like, you're not getting anything back from that. So I have no equity. I have nothing I can pull. So so my mindset was like, why would you tell somebody not to go get a home? But that's not what he's saying. Okay. He's saying still purchase the real estate, purchase real estate that you can live in and also make money off of. Which is technically what I did by having homegirls that lived with me.
Oh, for sure.
That paid rent. I had a 3-bedroom home. I was waitressing at the time, so we all, at both of them waitress at the club with me. They would be living in me paying just about my mortgage, if not 3/4 of it. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So I was doing and that was a good situation for you. That is good. That worked.
Technically. But my talk to them is, it's not smart to go, it's not smart financially. It's not the best use of your money to go buy a home as a person that's buying a first house, to put a down payment and pay these interest only payments to the bank. And then now you buying a bank a house while you pay for a house.
Right. And I would say also, and this is only if you can and have the financial discipline.
Which most people don't.
Most people don't, but we are trying to get all of us to the point that we do. Is I never, and this is again something that my mama taught me, I never just paid my mortgage from the day, and even to the house that I have never only paid the minimum mortgage amount. I have always paid at least $300-$400 extra to the principal only. Yeah. Is it principal? I be getting that language confused. But I put it towards the principal only. So therefore, I did pay a house off that I had a 30-year mortgage on, but I paid it off in 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
And you gave the bank as much money as you spent, so they still made a whole bunch of money off you the whole time. They
made some interest. They did. But I still beat the interest because I didn't let them charge me the interest over 30 years.
You ain't beat
I beat them in 20 years.
You ain't beat it. They made a lot of money off you. They still good. But you did better. For sure. You did better than 30 years, 100%.
Yeah. I agree with you. Instead of getting 30 years of interest, you only got 10 years.
That's better than 30.
That's better than 30.
100%.
And again, like I said, I was able to continue to pay off other things.
For sure. And then this is my second part. So my second part was this to everybody that was saying, no, you shouldn't say that. It's a better use of your money to use that money instead of to go and put it into a house and a mortgage that doesn't make you any money, to use that money that you put into that house to go make you some more money.
Yeah. So the key is to always be figuring out how we can make you some more money.
Yes, because you put $20,000 down, because you said you didn't put all of them, but like 20,000. That 20,000 could have made you 40,000 in the next 90 days if you would have did something else with it and put it in the house that made you zero. To now you would have been in a better financial situation that you made a couple extra dollars off the 20,000 that you invested, and then now you have 30 and 40,000 instead of 20. But if you put it into the house, yes, the equity is growing over time, but the interest is.
It took you way longer to make that money,
and then the interest is cooking against you. Yeah, because you're paying an interest, 90% interest payment on that, so it's not going towards the loan.
Okay.
That's what I've been trying to get through people's head. You got to look at all the things in full circle, the numbers.
You're right.
Go get your investment property first. Try to make you some cash flow. And then now the money's working for you and you living rent free. Now it's making sense.
Okay.
All right. That's my spiel, y'all.
And also adding into that too, I think that it's important that you do live or you buy the duplex or something, because a lot of you want to take advantage of the homeowner first time home buyer incentives. 100%. Like you can get loans or extra, I don't remember what my incentive was, but I remember
3.5% down.
Yeah, something like that.
Amazing.
Whatever. But they won't give you that if you don't occupy the home.
100%.
Yes. Yeah. So if you buy a duplex that you are going to occupy, you don't have to even
100%. Now in Chicago, we got thieves. So this is where I really got this mindset.
That y'all got thieves. Oh, thieves.
No, I said these. I'm finna explain. Oh. So they got 4 units.
Okay.
That means they call it 4plexes.
Okay.
So y'all got duplexes.
It'd be like
they got 4 apartments in one building. So I can buy this building with an FHA and put 3.5% down on 4 apartments in one building.
I might need to go buy some.
So then you can
in Chicago.
No, 100%. So you buy one. You buy this building that got 4 units in it, and then you live in one, and then 3 people pay you rent.
Yeah, so you paying the mortgage with one person, and then you stacking the other 2 people. Okay, yeah, we don't have that many of those in Atlanta.
They don't. But I hate that though.
Yeah, I might need to go take my talents to Chicago. So let's talk about passive income. Okay. Passive income can mean a lot of different things for different people. How do you define it? Yeah. And what's the first real passive income stream someone can pursue?
Passive income. 90% of things that people say is passive is not passive.
Because I'm like, when do you ever not need your own brain muscle? Or
you do get to that part though, but like when somebody say, man, you get in real estate, it's passive. No,
it's not, because you always have to fix something.
You still be doing, you know what I'm saying? It only become passive when you get it big enough to where you build enough team to where they're doing everything for you. You're not lifting a finger, and then cash flow is coming in. You're not doing nothing, and money is hitting your bank account on autopilot. You get to that point. So right now, I got a couple of different things. So like right now, we got the storage facility. We got 111 unit storage facility. We don't have no workers in it. It's all like you don't have to be there in order to operate everything. So you can use a little code, you can open the gate, you can use your own code. And so like nobody got to work there. I don't got to work there. They don't got to work there. We don't do nothing. That literally is going to be passive. So I'm going to have 110 units being rented out, paying me a monthly subscription, reoccurring amount of money. And then it's going to be run by itself. So like that's literally passive. I'm not doing any work. Even if I have to hire somebody, I got to hire in person or a contractor. He go fix it when a note come into the portal of, hey, I need this, or whatever, I need a lock or whatever. He handles that. I don't have to worry about that. This is passive. I make $15,000 a month reoccurring on autopilot passively. I'm not doing no work to trade my time to make the money passive. Another model, like my membership community group, right? Got 2,000-3,000 people in there. I make $100,000 a month reoccurring on autopilot. I'm not in there doing no physical work. I hired the right community manager, I had the right coaches, put infrastructure in there to where things are systemized and automated to where I make $100,000 a month on autopilot reoccurring. I don't do no work in it. That is passive. You know what I mean? I'm investing into commercial real estate. Like I haven't got them yet, but I want to get into like cleaners and like car washes and laundromats, stuff like that. Like those things, when other people are doing the work and the business is running on autopilot and the money is coming in to where you're not doing anything to trade your time to make the money, then you consider something passive. So I just have to explain that first. And then the first thing people could do to be able to position themselves to get something that's passive for them, it's going to be a little bit, but it's going to be like real estate. The model, kind of what we said. You're going to have to purchase something with the FHA, 3.5% down, because you can afford 3.5% down, and then rely on staying there for a year and then moving out, and then 2 people coming in there, and then now you're making cash flow off of that. You ain't doing nothing to make that money. That money is just the rent's getting paid, you getting paid, pay your mortgage off, and then whatever that's left, go to your pocket. That's passive.
Copy.
Yep.
I love that. Okay, really quick before we go, some rapid fire questions.
Let's get it.
One book or creator, mentor, etc., that has changed your money mindset.
Dang, it's so many, girl. You said one?
Why? Or you can give me a few if you need to.
Right now, the person I've been tapping into a lot is Alex Hormozi. So Alex Hormozi, somebody just made $100 million.
Everybody been talking about him. Okay.
Yeah, Alex Hormozi just made $100 million in a day. So
damn. No wonder they talking about that.
Yeah. The tactics that he using, man, the things that he's showing us that's possible that we can do is just mind boggling. The amount of stuff he do versus the amount of stuff we do, I understand why we not making a lot. Like certain things, like we post. How many times you post a day on social media?
At least 2 to 3. It depends on if you count stories.
Yeah, he said he posts like 100 times a day. Yeah, we're not even scratching the surface.
No, because I feel like I'm doing something, being consistent, posting 1 clip a day. No, babe, you're not. Okay.
Yeah, so just certain things like that. So like, that's one somebody I'm learning from that's giving me a lot of stuff. Who else I could say?
It could be a book or a podcast or
a book
or a course or anything.
Yeah, the podcast I watched growing on my journey to this was EY and David Shannon stuff. That's how I started my journey, watching all them episodes from beginning to end.
Okay.
That was some stuff I was watching. A book, One to Many, and One to Many was the best book I probably read, and 100 Million Offers. Okay. So One to Many is just teaching people how to sell one to many instead of one-to-one, which allows you to be able to scale faster and easier. That's One to Many. 100 Million Offers is how to create an irresistible offer that people want to buy.
Love that.
And then once you learn those 2 skill sets, you're going to be cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Okay. So the number 1 financial habit that listeners should start today.
Oh, invest into mentors. Number 1.
Yeah.
Invest in mentors.
I thought you was going to say that.
Yep.
And what is something you want to be better at in life?
One thing that I want to be better at right now.
It could be in any area.
Yeah. That's a good question. I guess I would have to say is being more like better with communication to the people I'm close with. So I've been in this journey so hard for the last 4 or 5 years. It's been like taking over my life and captivating my brain. Like I gotta get better at getting back in tune with my little brother, you know what I'm saying, my cousins, moms, and all of the people around me. Like they know I'm locked in and they know what's going on. They know what I've built and what I'm building, what I'm in right now. But me personally, I've been locked in for so long, for so many days, so many weeks, and so many months. I want to kind of chill out of that mode to get back super interactive with people, calling people regularly, not talking to people for 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so locked in. I think
a little work-life balance.
Yeah, but it ain't no balance. That's what I learned.
It's not.
I wish it was, but it ain't. But I want to try to balance and try to give them more of my time.
Well, you had a season where, like you said, you were locked in and focused on building a brand, a business. And now that you've got it to a point where you've got different models where it's running without you, you got a substantial team. Now you can spend a little bit more time over here. So it's just
but
seasons.
Then different goals start happening, different milestones you want to reach start happening. Now you got
you like, I made 100,000. I want to make $1 million. I want to make 5 million. I want to make 10.
So you messing me up.
That's always gonna be there though. But your family isn't.
I know. So that's why
family,
that's
friends,
why I want to do better.
People, we have such a small money is always here. Money has been here before us. It will be here after us.
For sure.
But these relationships, these people, these souls that we have connections with won't. So
true. That's why I want to get better at it, though.
Yeah.
I want to try to pump the brakes on that stuff a little bit.
I encourage you to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I support that in this new year. That's why I'm holding you virtually accountable of connecting with family and friends. At least, and then this is what I had to do too, because I was kind of the same way. Last year, I was like, I'm going to make an effort to connect with somebody. Like, you know how you, even friends or peers in the community, you'd be like, we need to do lunch, but y'all never really do it.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, every month I'm going to do that with at least one person.
That's good.
So if that's 12 people you connected with.
For sure.
In the year and it's a start.
That is a start.
So just something small, once a month, connect with one person.
I'm gonna get on it.
Yes. Okay. So at the end of every episode, I do a trap formation.
Okay.
And a trap formation is an affirmation, but I keep it a little trill. You know, I make it a little rhyming, because I got bars.
Okay, bet.
And I kind of cater it to my guests.
Okay.
So this week's trap formation is, I think sharp, I move smart. What flows to me, because I play my part.
Ooh, that girl.
You know what I'm saying?
You been rapping next. You gonna rap next.
I low-key was a rapper, supposed to be a rapper because I'm from Atlanta. You know, we all can rap. Yes. But that's a whole nother story. But yes, that's this week's trap formation. Okay. Let them know where they can find you, where they can follow you, and everything or anything you got coming up next.
Yes. So Smitty the Goat on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube. What I'm focused on right now is helping people scale their business to 100K months. If you are a person that want to learn how to leverage credit to start businesses and investments at a higher level, you're already making 20 to 50,000. I help people scale their businesses to pass 100,000, 200,000 a month consistently every single month. That's my good area that I've been focusing on. I like that. Like, I'm in my purpose with that right now. So I'm focused on that. So that's something I'm interested in. I talk about this stuff all the time. So it's Smitty the Goat on all platforms, and I'll just be always yapping and talking about this stuff anyway. So if y'all follow me, y'all see all my content and stuff like that.
So follow me, y'all. Stay tuned. We're going to invest in some mentorship this 100%. Year. We're going to buy a few more courses.
Brii got to spend $50,000 this 2026 on mentorship.
Okay. I got to spend
$50,000.
I need the mentor that's going to help me make $50,000 a month.
That's cool. But you got to be willing to spend it to make it. So you got to spend $50,000 in 2026 total. Now, you don't have to spend $50,000 on one person.
Okay.
But gradually, you got to find two people you like and invest into their program to something you want to focus on, getting better and scale something with. I need to see some of your investments and mentorships.
I will commit to doing that. And I will give y'all the social proof and let y'all know this, how me spending my $50,000, how it multiplied for me.
I'm good then. I'm mission accomplished on the episode.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning into another episode of Better with Brii Renee.